Okay, this problem asks us to write an equation of a line given 2 points on the line. Okay, we know that the format of a line is y equals mx plus b, where m is our slope and b is our y-intercept. Okay, so let's look at this. All we have is 2 points. For an equation of a line, we need our slope and our y-intercept. So let's see what we can start with. Well, we have 2 points, and we know that from 2 points, we can find our slope. So slope is m, which is rise over run. Now let's think about it. Rise, you rise up and down. Well, which variable on our graph is up and down? That would be our y. So our rise is our delta y, our change in y. And our run is our delta x. You run from left to right, you run left and right, and that's x. X goes left and right. Okay, so we can even write this more explicitly. We can write y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, well, to use this more explicit formula, we need to have these identified. Now, every point has an x and a y. We know this. Every point on a graph, every point that you have has an x and a y. But since we have 2 of them, I can't just say what is x. I've got to be more specific. So I've got to give them a last name of sorts. It doesn't matter which one I pick to be family 1 and family 2, but I'm going to say this one's point 1. So it's going to be x1, his y is 9, his y has to have the same last name, so it's y1. This one's going to be x2, so this one's y2. Okay, so let's plug it in. So we have y2 is negative 3, minus, because that's just part of the equation, we want change in, y1, which is 9, over x2, which is negative 2, minus x1, which is positive 1. So negative 3 minus 9 is negative 12. Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. We have a negative over a negative. Well, that cancels. So we're left with 12 over 3. Well, what is 12 over 3? 12 over 3 just means 12 divided by 3. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. So that means m is 4. Our slope is 4. So what do we do at this point? Well, at this point, we work as though we have our slope and a point, because we do. So we have y equals mx plus b. Okay, which point do we want to use? We have 2 points that are given to us. I'm going to use this point, 1, 9. Why am I going to use that point? Because it's easier. It doesn't have negatives in it. So let's plug in the applicable values. Y is 9. Our m we found is 4. X is 1 plus b. Okay, 4 times 1 is 4 plus b. That's equal to 9. We want to solve for b, so we're going to subtract 4 from each side. B equals 5. So then we just plug this in. Y equals, our slope was 4, x plus 5. So our equation is y equals 4x plus 5. Okay, let's try one more. Okay, we start out, m is our slope, delta y over delta x. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Get this out of the way. Okay, well, we have to label. We know that we have an x and a y. We know that x always comes first. Again, we just have to be consistent with which point is the first point and which one's the second one. I'm going to make this one the first one over here. So this means this is the second point. Their last name is 2. Okay, so y2 in this case would be negative 1 minus my y1 is negative 3 over x2 is positive 2 minus x1, which is positive 3. Okay, what do I get? Well, I have negative 1 minus negative 3. Well, minus a negative becomes a plus. So negative 1 plus 3 is positive 2. And 2 minus 3 is negative 1. Well, 2 divided by negative 1 is negative 2. And that's my m. So negative 2 is my m. Now that we know m, we have to find our b. So our format for a line is y equals mx plus b. Which point do we want to pick? It really doesn't matter. I'm going to use this point. So my y is negative 1. My m is negative 2. X is positive 2 plus b. Okay. Negative 1 equals negative 2 times positive 2, which would give me negative 4 plus b. I need to add 4 to each side, which says b is positive 3, because negative 1 plus 4 is positive 3. The equation of the line is y equals, my m was negative 2, I have x plus 3. So this should be my final equation. Y equals negative 2x plus 3.